sun slipped down behind the hills, the long day's ride was done. Four old friends unsaddled up beneath the setting sun. They gathered around the campfire where the coffee always boiled, with weathered hands and thankful hearts from years upon the soil. No fancy words were needed there, just stories tried and true, of answered prayers and mountain trails beneath the sky so blue. One laughed about his younger days, another bowed his head, and thanked the Lord for every mile that by His grace He'd led. Gathered around the campfire where old friendships never fade, the good Lord's been our faithful guide on every trail we've made. With coffee in our weathered hands and stars above so bright, we thank the Lord for one more day and one more peaceful night. One old cowboy reached inside his worn and faded vest. He drew his weathered Bible out and read what he knew best. For where two or three are gathered in my name, he softly read, there am I in the midst of them, the Savior gently said. The fire burned a little lower, the coyotes called afar. The lanterns glowed like little lights beneath the evening stars. The horses grazed in quiet peace, the wind sang through the pines, and every soul around that fire knew heaven wasn't far behind. Gathered around the campfire with thankful hearts once more, we found a wealth no earthly gold could ever hope to store. The trail grows short for all of us, but still we'll gladly ride, for Christ still walks beside His own, our shepherd and our guide. So if you pass an old campfire beneath the evening sky, you just might hear four cowboy friends lift grateful voices high. Not famous men nor wealthy men, just pilgrims passing through, still gathered around the campfire where God's promises reign true. The eastern sky was blushing as the stars began to fade. Four old cowboys stirred the fire where glowing embers laid. The coffee pot was singing with a whistle soft and low, while morning wrapped the prairie in a gentle golden glow. 10 cups warmed our weathered hands before the trail began. The horses grazed in quiet peace just like the Father's plan. No hurry, fill the morning air, no worry, cross the land, for every sunrise still arrived by God's almighty hand. Coffee at first light, with heaven drawing near. The Lord has walked beside us through another faithful year. Before we ride another mile, before another day, we'll thank the one who leads us on the old and narrow way. One cowboy smiled and tipped his hat before he bowed his head. He opened up God's precious word and quietly he read, "This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Those old familiar words still brought a grateful smile to every friend. The coffee steam rose slowly as the morning breeze blew by. A meadowlark was singing underneath God's painted sky. The trail was waiting patiently beyond the pasture gate, but nothing seemed more precious than that quiet time of faith. Coffee at first light, while heaven kissed the dew. God's mercy met us once again as every morning grew. We'll saddle up with thankful hearts wherever we may roam, for every trail is brighter when the Lord will lead us home. So if you see 4 old cowboys when morning paints the sky, don't think they're only drinking coffee as the day rolls by. They're thanking God for mercy new before the work begins, for every dawn reminds them that His faithfulness never ends. The morning mist lay on the fields as dawn began to break. 4 old cowboys stirred about before the world awaked. They laid their weathered hats aside where morning shadows lay, and gathered in a quiet circle just to kneel and pray. No preacher stood among them there, no church bell filled the air, just humble men with thankful hearts and heaven's loving care. They trusted in the Lord alone before the trail was known, not leaning to their own old ways, but following His own. Morning prayer before the ride, before the work Lord, direct our paths today, wherever the trail may bend. Guide our horses, guard our homes, keep loved ones in your care. There's peace upon the open range that starts with morning prayer. The sun climbed slowly through the pines and warmed the quiet land. Each cowboy knew the shepherd held tomorrow in his hand. The narrow trail before their eyes stretched farther than they knew, but every winding road grows straight when God is leading through. The coffee fire was fading low, the saddles waited near. The meadow larks were singing songs that every soul could hear. They thanked the Lord for daily bread, for mercy fresh each morn, and mounted up with grateful hearts to greet the brand new dawn. Morning prayer before the ride, our compass through the day. The Lord goes on before us, and He gently leads the way. Though miles may lie before us, and evening waits somewhere, we'll never ride a trail alone that started out with prayer. Went back upon 4 silver-headed men. They smiled, climbed into worn-out saddles, and rode the range again. The sunrise lit the prairie gold, their hearts were free from care. For every day begins much better with a cowboy's morning prayer. The morning sun climbed higher as 4 old friends rode on across the open prairie where the whispering winds had blown. No race to win before them, no riches left to find, just thankful hearts and faithful trails that God had long designed. One cowboy kept a weathered Bible tied beside his bed rolled tight, a well-worn friend that traveled with him morning, noon, and night. Its pages spoke of mercy, its promises were true, a lamp unto his feet each day, no matter where he rode through. Right in the open range with Jesus by our side, the shepherd knows each winding trail wherever we may ride. His word lights every pathway, His peace fills every mile, and every dusty road grows bright beneath His gentle smile. The hawk soared high above larks would sing. The mountains stood in silence beneath the King of Kings. They trusted every mile ahead into the Father's hands, for He had gone before them across those wide open lands. The miles slipped by like memories, the years had surely flown, yet every trail had taught them they never walked alone. The Lord had been their refuge through sunshine, wind, and rain, and every faithful promise had carried them again. Right in the open range with heaven in our view, the shepherd still is leading as He's always seen us through. We'll follow where He calls us until our work is done, for every trail leads closer to our everlasting home. The dust rose soft behind them beneath the morning sky. 4 old friends rode in quiet peace as eagles circled high. No finer life they'd ever known than walking in God's way, with Christ beside them on the trail, through every passing day. The sun slipped down behind the hills, the long day's ride was done. 4 old friends unsaddled up beneath the setting sun. They gathered around the campfire where the coffee always boiled, with weathered hands and thankful hearts from years upon the soil. No fancy words were needed there, just stories tried and true, of answered prayers and mountain trails beneath the sky so blue. One laughed about his younger days, another bowed his head, and thanked the Lord for every mile that by His grace He'd led. Gathered around the campfire where old friendships never fade, the good Lord's been our faithful guide on every trail we've made. With coffee in our weathered hands and stars above so bright, we thank the Lord for one more day and one more peaceful night. One old cowboy reached inside his worn and faded vest. He drew his weathered Bible out and read what he knew best. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, he softly read, there am I in the midst of them, the Savior gently said. Fire burned a little lower, the coyotes called afar. The lanterns glowed like little lights beneath the evening stars. The horses grazed in quiet peace, the wind sang through the pines, and every soul around that fire knew heaven wasn't far behind. Gathered around the campfire with thankful hearts once more, we found a wealth no earthly gold could ever hope to store. The trail grows short for all of us, but still we'll gladly ride, for Christ still walks beside his own, our shepherd and our guide. So if you pass an old campfire beneath the evening sky, you just might hear four cowboy friends lift grateful voices high. Not famous men nor wealthy men, just pilgrims passing through, still gathered around the campfire where God's promises reign true. The setting sun stretched golden light across the open land. Four old cowboys turned toward home with quiet, steady hands. The long day's ride lay far behind, its work was safely done. They thanked the Lord for guiding them beneath the evening sun. The horses knew the winding trail that led them safely home. As gentle breezes crossed the fields where meadow grasses roamed, no hurried pace, no restless hearts, no fear of what might be, for every mile was held secure beneath God's watchful eye. Homeward bound beneath the sky, with Christ still leading on, he walks beside his children from the dusk until the dawn. Though shadows stretch across the trail, his peace will never cease. For those who trust the shepherd ride the road of perfect peace. The miles have changed their faces, but never changed their song. The Lord had been beside them through the weak and through the strong. His goodness and his mercy still had followed all their days, and every sunset found their hearts still filled with grateful praise. One day the final trail will end beyond the setting sun. We'll hear the Master's welcome say, "My faithful child, well done." Until that day we'll ride in hope, wherever he may lead, content to trust the shepherd for our every daily need. Homeward bound with joyful hearts, our journey nearly through, the Lord who led us 'cause yesterday is faithful still and true. We'll praise His name forevermore when earthly trails are past, for every faithful ride with Christ leads safely home at last. The last light kissed the prairie as the stars began to shine. Four old friends disappeared beyond the gently rolling pines. The trail grew still behind them, yet one truth remained the same. The Lord who led them all their lives would lead them home again.